It is the 6th of July, making that day 38 on the Great Divide. We've just left the Diagonus Well, and our goal today is Landers Creek. It's about another 55 miles. We're about 120 miles out of Rawlins, and we've made our way across the Great Basin. Those mountains poking up there in the front is the Wind River Range, and we're going to skirt around the foot of those on our way to Pinedale, which is 2 or 3 days away. We're going to take a pit stop this morning in Atlantic City, hopefully get breakfast or perhaps lunch, and then we'll go to South Pass City, which is a historic city. I think it's been restored, and you can kind of tour the town. And we're also going to cross the Oregon Trail and the Pony Express Trail. They all come together this morning, so we'll check that out. I don't know that it'll be too exciting, but one tries to manage what it was like coming across these landscapes in the Oregon Trail in a wagon, where you need food and water, and your livestock needs food and grass. Oh man, that must have been a monumental adventure for those people coming across here in the Oregon Trail. I can't imagine the hardships they must have endured some days. All right, we'll check back in a few.
Now you can probably see the Wind River Range. We've ridden 115 miles through the basin now. This is what you see for miles and miles and miles. And there's Lee. I think we're about 4 miles into the day. Not even 3 1/4. But it's beautiful out here this morning. Good morning.
Morning. Well, right here we have the Oregon Trail. So perhaps this landscape looks like it did all those years ago. I still can't imagine coming across this land in a wagon. Oregon Trail. But it's pretty cool. Did anybody play the Oregon Trail game on the Apple computer in like 1985? I'm pretty sure I never made it very far. But yeah, this is really cool. People have been driving on this track, so there's nothing too interesting to see. But yeah, super cool. And the map says the Pony Express used this part of the trail also. Then we got the Wind River Range right over there, and the Bridger Wilderness. Leslie's coming down the road here. So they didn't have these nice gravel roads that we're riding on, or convenience store, or anything like that. So man, they would have really had to be prepared. I think we're at 7,400 feet here. And it looks like this part of Wyoming gets a lot of snow.
That's it?
Yeah, the Oregon Trail.
Wow. Looks like a road.
So cool. Yeah, people have been driving on it. I don't see any wagon ruts. We'd probably have to ride out there a ways to find it, but this is where it crossed. In Wyoming on the way to Oregon. Super cool.
So cool.
Ciao. So we just passed the House of Palmer B&B. Back there about half a mile. We're pedaling up the hill here. And there's a tree right beside the road with shade, which we're always looking for. And it says the watering hole. And then there's a container right there full of water bottles, and then some stumps, and they're carved out in seats in the shade. That one says just relax.
I'm relaxing.
Yeah, this is really cool. A little oasis. We're wondering if people bomb down the hill and miss it.
The southbounders.
The southbounders. But yeah, anybody doing the divide and you're between Diagnos Well and Atlantic City, there is a watering hole on the way. So that's really neat. This one isn't on our map, I don't think, yet. But super cool. And I imagine you could make arrangements to stay at the House of Palmer B&B if it hit your route right. Ciao.
Now we've climbed up to the foothills of the Wind River Range in Wyoming. Out of the Great Basin. There comes Lee. Should be to Atlantic City here pretty quick. Get some snacks, maybe some breakfast. Yeah, good plan.
That's cool, huh? Well, we've made it to Atlantic City. Right down there. We're gonna do a small resupply, refill our waters, and hopefully find a meal.
A mill or a meal?
A meal. And then we'll continue on our journey.
Looks like we'll be climbing no matter where we go after we get.
Yeah, we're in hill country again. I love it.
No more basin.
Bye-bye, Basin. Oh yeah, look at that, Dad. We might have a little firewood operation here. Morning. Cool little town, huh?
Yeah.
The hideout cabin rental.
Doesn't have any police roads, does it?
Oh yeah. There's the restaurant there with the flags.
Okay. You recognize it?
Yep. I recognize that from Matt's film.
Oh.
Should we check it out?
Not open?
It says closed.
Opens at 11.
So right there, warning, Bigfoot sighted in this area. So I'm going to keep my eye out. So I'm pretty optimistic today that I might see Bigfoot. So I'll keep my eye out. You saw it right there on the fence. Yeah, we just stopped here at Miner's Grub Steak. Had a most delicious breakfast. And now we're going to go up here to the little grocery store. Get some snacks. And we'll head out of Atlantic City. Carissa Mine and South Pass City. We'll Wyoming's biggest gold boom and bust. Yeah, we're in South Pass City. Some nice bathrooms here with running water and flush toilets. Very nice. Little visitor parking area. And I think you can go explore a lot of these old buildings. They've been preserved.
Still skirting the foothills of the Wind River Range. I think I know why they call it Wind River. It's freaking windy.
Got our Wind River Range right there. And the Bridger Wilderness. We took the Lander cutoff off of Highway 28. And we're headed to Lander Creek. There's an informal campsite there where we're going to stay tonight. We're 41 miles in today. We need to get to about 55. We're 7,600 feet, 91 degrees. We've been on the bike almost 8 hours today, but we had a lot of stops. Had breakfast in Atlantic City, poked around South Pass City. We stopped at a rest area about 45 minutes ago. So yeah, a good day. It's 2:30. So it's going to take us a while to get to camp yet. It'll be a long day on the bike, but we haven't been working exceptionally hard. Just a long day. Check back in a few. Wind River Range in the background still. We're going to continue doing northwest around this range, and then we'll turn a little bit north and head towards Coulter Bay. We'll just clip the corner of Yellowstone, and then we'll head west again into Idaho, and then we'll turn north into Montana. That's a couple weeks away yet, but yeah, very cool. Yeah, there's a good look of that mountain range. Just yesterday, we were 100 miles away from this. You could just barely see it through all the haze in the distance. And if you look real close, you can see the road way down there. So like I said, we're headed northwest here, and we're squared our way around the western end of this range. Very cool. It's pretty amazing how much country you can cover on a bicycle without too much effort. was a cool shot. I recorded you coming up there.
Did you?
Sorry.
There's Lee.
Well, we made it here to Landers Creek. Got our tent set up. And it is now time for bed. We have about 55 miles into Pinedale tomorrow. Good morning. It's July 7th. That makes this day 39 on the Great Divide. We just left our camp at Lander Creek and we're on our way into Pinedale this morning. And we'll reach Boulder first and have a cold drink. We're still trekking northwest to get around the Wind River Range and the Bridger Wilderness. We will cross the Big Sandy River this morning, and it is at the site where the Lander cutoff for the Oregon Trail crossed the river. So we'll check that out when we get down there. Oh, it's a nice morning. I kind of like riding in the mornings. A lot of yesterday's ride was right on the Continental Divide. And the book said we crossed it 3 times yesterday. Although none of them were marked, so I wasn't paying attention to where they were at. There's pronghorn out all over this morning, which is pretty cool. Check back in a few. Yeah, we got the sheep herder set up right over there. Seen quite a few of those throughout New Mexico, Colorado, and now Wyoming.
And just like that, we're back in the scrub.
Yeah, so we kind of climbed up this ridge and popped over. And we have some new scenery and some new mountain ranges in the distance now.
So exciting!
We've kind of worked our way towards the northern end of the Wind River Range. And we'll kind of start cutting more north now.
I've been looking forward to the Tetons for a very long time.
Yeah, I think
one of those up there's got to be the Tetons.
We're going to find out. Let's go see. We'll be down at the Big Sandy here shortly. And so here we are at the Big Sandy River. This would have been the location where the Lander cutoff for the Oregon Trail would have forded the river right here. So a A little more American history. What do you think, Leslie? The Big Sandy. It looks pretty clear today.
It does.
All right, here's a little monument that explains the buckskin crossing of the Big Sandy River. All right, we got 30 miles of pavement riding into Pinedale. Well, we're just outside of Pinedale, and they have a bike path for the last 5 miles into town.
Great surprise.
That's a lot less stressful.
From being out on the highway. Very nice.
We stopped in Boulder, got a fountain drink, some ice cream, some cold water for the 12 miles into Pinedale.
Now we're going to do laundry, have dinner, go to the outdoor shop, get some groceries, so we can do it all over again tomorrow.
Hooray! Tomorrow's destination will be the Strawberry Safety Hut. All right.
Cheers!
We got 2 miles to go. Check back soon. Rolling into Pinedale. We're gonna stay at the Jackalope Lodge tonight. Do all those fun activities. Head out in the morning.
Here's Lee getting his morning coffee. He's going to chug it down. It's a coffee chug.
It's actually a little warm to chug too fast.
Okay. We have a long, long day today.
Look, that matches you.
Oh, it does. What is that?
It's for your forehead.
Cute.
It's a dot right here. Nice.
Now I'll have a funny
Yes,
can.
it's a sun dot. Morning. It is July 8th. That makes it day 40 on the Great Divide Trail. We just left Pinedale, where we did our laundry, all the chores that we needed to do. We're headed up to the Bridger-Teton National Forest. We're going to try to get to a safety shelter. We are now in grizzly bear territory. So we're going to have to mind our food, where we eat and where we camp. We both prefer to stay in the shelter. or some kind of structure if we can find it. So that'll be our goal from here on to Banff. Try to limit our dispersed camping as much as we can. I think it's 59 miles today. It's going to be a tough day, a long day. But let's see how we get on. We're just working our way out of Pinedale here, and there's a moose right there on my left. That'd be the first moose that we saw. He's running behind us now. We probably won't get another glimpse of him, but that's super cool.
In the wilds now.
Yeah. And if you look on the skyline right here behind me, you can see the Wind River Range. It runs in a northwest direction, and we've been following it all the way from South Pass City along the foothills of it here. So down near South Pass City is the Popo Aggie Wilderness, and then up here closer to the Pinedale you get the Bridger Wilderness. They both occupy that same range. Here's another moose right here on my left. They're a little skittish this morning, but yeah, he's running right there. They sure are long-legged. Yeah, that's super cool. Pinedale, Wyoming. I'm sporting a new Sasquatch sticker. Compliments of Leslie.
Yeah.
We stayed at the Jackalope last night. Of course, those two are distant cousins, I'm sure. But I'll be on the lookout for Bigfoot today. I'm pretty sure by the time we get to Banff, I'm going to get a sighting of Bigfoot, and hopefully I can catch him on film for you folks. Super excited about that. Check back in a few. We are 23 miles out of Pinedale. We got about a 30-mile stretch on asphalt. This road's semi-busy this morning. So far the drivers have been pretty good. Temperature 77 degrees. We're at 7,700 feet. And the snack of the day today is mosquitoes. My gosh, they're swarming us. They're so bad. As soon as you slow down to about 8 miles an hour, they just swarm you. So thankfully I had some mosquito repellent. That's going to help a little. Just breathing, you get like 5 in your mouth at a time. So that's snack of the day, mosquitoes. We got about 12 miles to the turnoff at Union Pass Road. The scenery's been pretty good this morning. Check back in a few. All right. It says be bear aware. Well, here we go.
So if we don't get eaten by the mosquitoes, it'll be a bear.
Yeah. I said the mosquitoes were the snack of the day today.
Oh, you were right. One just flew in my mouth.
Yeah, you take a breath and you get 5 at a time.
They're all pretty awful.
A little bitter tasting.
So we got nice scenery mountains now. No headwind, but we have mosquitoes.
We got mosquitoes.
And grizzly bears.
And grizzly bears.
Jesus. Okay,
Here we go.
here we go.
All right. Just getting here ready to head into the Bridger National Forest. Yeah. Well, we just stopped here, had a little lunch. I bought a rice and bean burrito this morning on the way out of Pinedale. I'm gonna eat this up before we head on up the mountain to the strawberry safety shelter. Yes, this is the Green River that we're at. Very nice.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's still technically morning, even though we've already ridden 35 miles
And ate lunch.
and had lunch. We're sitting here by a beautiful,
The Green River.
we think it's the Green River,
Yep.
and we're about to ascend into the mountains up there. Go find some grizzly bears. And maybe Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch, no grizzly bears. Maybe
Actually, I'd be fine if we never saw a grizzly bear.
maybe Sasquatch will protect us since I have the sticker. Did you see the sticker on the bike?
Yeah, I got you that sticker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're good to go.
so Sasquatch will protect us from the grizzly bears.
That's right.
Yeah, anyway, and we have a tailwind, which is the first time in 5 days,
Yep. Yeah, and I'm sporting a new shirt
which I really like.
that I got at the outdoor store in Pinedale. Finally, I found one
Yeah,
since the one that I started off with in New Mexico. I got sunburnt really bad the first day because it had holes in it. So I've been wearing my wool long sleeve shirt, and I finally was able to replace it.
that's nice. I might have to get some new shoes at some point. I should have looked yesterday, but I was too tired. I just went to the grocery store. I bought a ton of fresh produce, strawberries, bananas,
Turkey slices.
turkey, and I just pigged out and then I slept.
Nice.
I feel good today.
I had a burger at the brewery with some bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. And then the outdoor store, then the grocery shopping, and then home.
Yeah, so anyway, the other really cool thing that happened yesterday is and this will be in my head the rest of the trip, is we saw a dad riding with his 12-year-old daughter. They started in Banff,
Yeah.
so they're already like 1,100 miles
Uh-huh.
in. She's 12, doing great, so yeah.
Well,
Next
it's
time
ama-
I want to whine on a hill, I'm gonna think of her.
That was amazing.
Pretty cool. Okay, cheers.
Cheers. All right, we're just crossing the Toasty Creek. This is the Toasty Creek Bridge. Very pretty. And we're headed for Union Pass. We're going this way. Mosquito Lake. That's no lie. I remember years and years ago, Mom and Dad took us camping at a lake outside Elgin. I had the name. I can't think of it right now. But I do recall the mosquitoes were really bad that summer. Here is a good view of the northern end of the Wind River Range. We're northwest of Pinedale, climbing up into the Bridger Teton Wilderness, or actually the forest, not the wilderness. And this is the valley that we just rode up to get up here. And that is a pretty nice view. It feels like we climbed more than that.
It does, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. That was a lot of work for that little bit. Yeah, gorgeous. And the bugs are relentless. Ciao.
We're in Wyoming, riding up Union Pass Road, and the views just got spectacular. And there's Lee. There goes Lee.
We are going to drop right down in here to Strawberry Creek and fill our water bottles. And then it should be about a mile back up the other side to the Strawberry Safety Shelter where we're going to spend the night. I pretty much have drinking all my water today. So I hope this drainage has some nice clear mountain water in it.